How's it going, guys? In today's video, we're going to talk about how to start a successful YouTube channel as a beginner, and I figured today is the best time to do it because a lot of us are still stuck at home, and there truly has never been a better time to start a YouTube channel than in 2020 in the past decade. Now is the time to start a YouTube channel. So we're going to run through right now how to start a YouTube channel in 2020, why 2020 is the best time to get started on YouTube, and we're going to run through some strategies that I've used to help you get started on YouTube. So if you're strapped in and you're ready to learn how to get started, let's get into the video. How's it going, guys, and welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, I'm Simplicity. Hope you're having a wonderful day. And if you are new to the channel, we're all about building your brand, business, and impact online through social media marketing. And yes, today's video we are going to be talking about how to start a YouTube channel. So if you're wanting to quit that 9-to-5 job, start a YouTube channel, start a business online, create a brand, and become your own boss, then consider subscribing so you don't miss out on future videos just like this one. So if you did enjoy this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. It really does help support the channel. I would highly appreciate it. And comment down below and let me know if you have actually started a YouTube channel, or even if you're considering to start a YouTube channel. I would love to hear where you're at in your YouTube journey. So make sure you comment down below and let me know your current situation. Now, the first thing that we must talk about with starting a YouTube channel, I guess you could say these will be all the negative things that you're telling yourself why you can't start, why people are telling you can't start. The first thing that we have to talk about with starting a YouTube channel is a lot of people believe that it's not a full-time career. It can even be frowned upon, and people don't truly understand how YouTube actually works. Well, guys, times have changed, and a lot of people do realize that YouTube is a full-time career and that you actually can make pretty good money from it. Now, of course, most people do believe, and even myself, I believe that you needed hundreds of thousands of subscribers and views in order to be able to make money on YouTube. Well, that's actually not true. The amazing thing about YouTube is it's not actually about how many subscribers you have. It's all about the engagement that you have on those videos, and if you can get some kind of following, you can actually make a living from creating YouTube videos. Now, a lot of people think that it's too late to start on YouTube. It's too saturated. The opportunity to start a YouTube channel has been and gone, and it's just too late to start. It's just too hard because there's too much competition on YouTube. Although that may be partly true because there is a lot of people on YouTube, but there's also about 10 times that watching videos. So it's not too late to actually start a YouTube channel, and if you truly are passionate about starting a YouTube channel, I truly believe that it's never too late. And there's actually some positives for starting this late in the game, because you can actually use other YouTubers and learn from their mistakes and see what they're doing right and seeing how they've done so well, and you can use that to your advantage by learning from their mistakes. You don't have to start where they started, where they knew nothing. They didn't know tips or tricks to really increase their chances of getting more subscribers and to getting more views on their videos, because they didn't have what you have. They didn't have other people that they could compare their videos to and to learn from their mistakes. So it's actually really powerful to be able to start this late in the game, because you've got so many different YouTubers out there that you can learn from them and follow what they're doing correctly, learn from their mistakes, and to actually start a successful YouTube channel that may have taken them years to figure out. Now, before we do get into the meat of the video, I do want to make sure that you need to be realistic with starting a YouTube channel. You do need to be aware that this is a challenge. It takes a lot of effort, and more importantly, it takes a lot of time to get to a place that you want to be. So if you're not willing to put in the effort, if you don't have a realistic mindset of how long it's going to take you to reach that goal that you might have, and if you don't understand the struggles, the pain, the effort, the time that goes into getting to that goal, then you're not going to achieve it, because you're going to give up before you get there. So make sure you have the right mindset. Make sure you realize that this is a job. It does take time, it takes a lot of effort, and it does even cost money to be able to create YouTube videos. So make sure you understand what it's going to take, and I truly believe that you can have a successful YouTube channel. So let's get into the tips. So the first thing that you need to remember is that YouTube is a business. So you need to scale back your expectations and make sure that you're realistic with the goals that you set. It takes a lot of work, and there's probably some things that you may not have thought about with starting a YouTube channel. One of the biggest misconceptions is a lot of people probably think that YouTube is just film a video and then for the rest of it they're just sitting back chilling, watching movies, and just having a good old time. But it is a lot more complicated than that. You do need to remember, like I said, YouTube is a business and there's a lot of work that goes into just making videos. For myself, it probably takes about 3 days just to create a high quality video, because I like to get all the different shots. I like to make sure I have B-roll and to film all of these different scenes and making sure the content is there, and then I'm adding value in every single video. It just takes time. And of course, it's more than just creating videos. It's not just creating videos and then sitting back and letting the money roll in. There's a lot more that goes into it than just creating videos. YouTube is a business. There's a few things that you may not have thought about that you need to do, especially with being on your own and you don't have any help. Firstly, you have to pay for your own taxes. That's something your employer would normally do. So you need to think about that you have to pay for your own taxes, and you have to do your own marketing, you have to do your own editing. You're a one-man show and you have to do all of these things yourself. There's a lot more than just filming a video that goes into creating a YouTube channel. You have to put research into your videos. You have to make sure that they're engaging. You have to make sure that your videos are searchable. All of these things that go into creating a video and to creating a successful YouTube channel is a full-time job. So you need to be realistic with the amount of time that goes into creating a YouTube channel. And as long as you feel like you can do that, you can commit that amount of time into starting a YouTube channel, then I truly believe you should go for it. You should start a YouTube channel. And it's truly something that I love doing, and I want everybody that feels passionate enough about it and knows that they're willing to put in the work to have the same success that I have had. So the first step that you want to think about is, what content do you want to create videos on? This is actually really important, and this does come down to what you may be known as a niche. Now, thinking about a niche before you even create your YouTube channel is highly important, because you need to decide what you want to create your videos about, what your channel is all about, and to really think about what you're interested in, what you're passionate about, but also what you can add value to your audience in order for them to want to watch your video and to gain value from that. Now, if you're a lifestyle type video, then you're probably going to want to go more into the entertainment side of things, which is adding value because it's enjoyable for them. It takes their mind off things, and they enjoy your videos because entertainment is enjoyable and people like to be entertained. Whereas if you're more of a how-to type of content creator type video, then your value is giving knowledge. You're adding value by giving them knowledge and passing on information to help them achieve that particular goal in that video. So it's really, really important to think about what you want to create your videos about. Don't think too much about it, because in the early stages, you can test the waters and see what works and what doesn't. But at least think about what you're passionate about, what you want to create videos about, and how that's going to add value to your audience in order for them to want to subscribe and to watch more of your videos. So that is really, really important to think about. So that's the very first step, is think about what do you want to create videos about and how is it going to add value to your audience. The next one is your channel name. And yes, your channel name is actually really, really important, and it's something that you need to think about before even starting that YouTube channel. And it's something that you do need to think about before even creating your YouTube channel, because that's one of the first things that you need to do is create your channel name. Now, there are two kind of streams that you can go under. The first one is knowing when you think about the SEO, which is your search engine optimization. If you didn't know, YouTube is a search engine and it is owned by Google. So your channel name, if it's searchable, it's going to be seen by more people. So that's one avenue you can go down, is think about your channel name. It's going to be something that has a keyword in it that's going to be searchable with the kind of videos that you want to create. That's why it's really important to know what your videos are going to be about in order to put that into your channel name. And then secondly, the other stream is you can just go with your name, depending on the kind of videos that you're going to make. If they're going to be lifestyle kind of videos and you're going to be the brand of that channel, then your name is probably going to be better. It's something that you won't get sick of, and it's a great way to be seen. And once you get your channel going, then people will become familiar with your name, and that will in the end become its own keyword that people will search for once you have a well-known channel. So now we're going to go through a YouTube crash course, if you will. If you're brand new to starting a YouTube channel, I'm just going to run through some simple things that you need to know when setting up your YouTube channel. We're going to run through that right now on my iMac. You're going to come to your YouTube studio, and there's a few things that we're going to run through of the best things to set up once you've created a YouTube channel. Now, the first thing you're going to want to do is come to your channel here, and the very first thing that you want to do is to set up your profile picture. You want to make sure that it's something that's going to represent your YouTube channel. Now, it can be something creative that you've created, or it can just be simply a photo of yourself. I don't believe it really matters, but you don't want to change this too often, because in a way it's your brand. So if you change it, people will won't recognize you the same, if that makes sense. So make sure it's something Just a photo of you is fine. Make sure it is high quality and have that set up straight away so that people will start to recognize you based on your profile picture. The next thing you want to set up is your header here, and to do that you can just click on the edit here, and then you have to add it in through your Google account. So set up a nice header for yourself, choose some brand colors for yourself, make sure that it relates to your channel, and just make it something nice that stands out, and once again it's going to make it feel like home for people when they come to your channel page, and have it something that's going to entice them to subscribe, to encourage them to subscribe. And just, it's another thing that you need to make sure when you set up a YouTube channel, that you've got a profile picture and that you've got a header photo, just so that your channel looks professional and it's going to encourage people to subscribe. Now the next thing is you want to go to your about page, and from here you want to put in your description about your channel. You want to describe exactly what your channel is about, the videos that you're going to be creating. You should already know what those are because that was the first step that I told you to do. So make sure you describe that and let everyone know what that channel is about, and giving them a brief background of yourself as well and what the channel represents. This is also where you'll set up your location and all of those types of details. And it also allows you to attach your other social media platforms, which are right here. So you can add a website if you want, you can add your Facebook, your Instagram, you can add your Twitter, you can add all of those to your header, and that's just another way that people can click on those and it'll take them directly to those other social media platforms. Next, let's show you how to upload a video. This is really simple. If we go here, always click on your little profile picture, and then if you just click on YouTube Studio, that'll bring it us here, and then we click on create, click on upload videos, and then you can either drag in the video that you want to upload, or you can actually click on it and it'll bring up your files that you have. Now the other thing to remember is it's not just simply about clicking on, it's not just simply uploading a video and hoping that it does well. There's the thumbnail, there's the description, there's the title, all of these things that you need to make sure have keywords in them and that they're going to be searchable on YouTube's platform. So if we go into that, for example, if we go into here, so you can see here, there's your description. So you want to make sure you've got a description about what the video is about, giving keywords so that people know what this video represents. You want to make sure that you link in how to subscribe to your channel. You can link in your equipment. You also want to have a customized thumbnail. Always make sure you do a customized thumbnail, because the thumbnail is the first thing that people see, and it's the first thing that's going to make someone click on that video. So very important, you make sure that you have a thumbnail. And the next thing is making sure that you have tags. Tags are just another way for people to find you. If they don't search that particular keyword, but they search a keyword or the exact keyword in your tags, your video is still going to come up because of those tags. So it's really important to remember that your search engine optimization is crucial for when you start a YouTube channel to get your videos to come up in search. So make sure that you're taking the time when you create a video that you create the thumbnail. Make sure the thumbnail matches the keywords in your description, in your title, and in your tags, so that you're going to have the best chance of being seen by more people when they search for something similar that video is about. Now it takes time to get your filming style correct. It's going to take you 3 to 6 months just in order to get your filming style down to how you like it, in the way you talk, getting your videos scripted, different scene changes, how you want to film your video to make it more entertaining. This will depend on if you're doing a lifestyle video or a entertaining type video. You want to have your filming style down so that you're comfortable talking in front of a camera. The best process I can say for this is talking in front of a camera, even when you're just doing day-to-day things like cooking or whatever it might be. Just talk to the camera, get used to talking to the camera, and get comfortable with the camera. Once you're comfortable talking in front of a camera, then you want to look at similar niches to look at their techniques and see how you can improve. Because let's face it, you're a new YouTuber, you're new to filming, and you probably don't really know what you're doing. So you don't want to just not improve, you don't want to just say, it's good enough. You want to make sure that your filming style, your editing style is the best that it can be, and let's face it, you can always improve. So use YouTube to your advantage and actually see what other YouTubers are doing. Learn from their mistakes and see the different techniques that they're using. So search different videos, different styles, different YouTubers, and just see what they're doing that you really like, what you feel like you can implement into your videos. You can kind of take different pieces from different YouTube channels to make your YouTube channel unique, but really learn from their techniques and see how you can implement that into your videos to make your videos that next level, and to just make sure you're always improving, making your videos better, your filming style, your editing style. You can always improve upon that and learn from what other YouTubers are doing correctly to make your videos more professional. Now you want to think of your action plan. This is deciding what do I have and what do I need. So at this point you want to see what can you actually use to start making your YouTube videos. What equipment do you have that you can start now? Now I'm not going to tell you that you need to go out there and buy the most expensive camera. You can use your phone. They have HD quality cameras and you can actually film professional looking videos just with your phone. So don't think to start a YouTube channel you need to go ahead and spend all this money. Look at what you already have and just use that to get started, because at this point you just want to start filming and you want to use what you have. You don't want to go ahead and tell yourself that I can't start a YouTube channel because I don't have the money to buy the most expensive camera. If you really need to, you can go ahead and buy yourself a cheaper camera, which is what I started with. But like I said, if you already have a phone, you may as well go ahead and use your phone. You don't need to go ahead and buy a fancy camera when your videos are not going to be the best anyway. A professional camera isn't going to change that. It's all about the quality in the video, the content that you have in the video. So don't worry too much about the quality of your videos. Remember, it's a learning curve and you just need to use what you have. So if you have anything that shoots video, that's going to be best to get you started. So you really need to look at what you have, like lighting, for example. You don't need to go ahead and buy lighting. Window lighting is all you need, and natural lighting is truly the best lighting that you can get, and it's free. It's going to make any camera more professional because all cameras need light. And if you can use window lighting to your advantage, that costs you $0. Window lighting is the best thing that you can do for your videos. So it's more about where you're going to film it more than what camera do I have, what equipment do I have. If you're able to film it during the day and you can film it in front of a window, that lighting is going to be best. You don't need to go ahead and buy lights and buy equipment that you don't necessarily need. Even for a stand, for example, you can stack up books and you can use that as your stand on a desk. All of these things that you already have at home, I am a great believer in using the equipment that you have to get yourself started. Don't make excuses why you need to buy all this equipment when you actually have everything that you need already at home. The next thing you want to think about is the scheduling of your videos. You need to decide how often, how frequently your videos are going to be uploaded. You probably want to start with about maybe 3 videos maximum per week. You don't want to go ahead and start yourself with videos every single day. That being said, you do want to go ahead and get a decent amount of videos knocked out so there is content for people to watch, but make sure that your scheduled videos that you're going to do per week is something that you can handle and is going to allow you to make the videos the best that you can so you have enough time to do that. So you need to determine the frequency of how many videos you want to upload per week. Like I said, 3 videos is plenty. Then you need to determine how long you need in order to film these videos so that you can schedule them for that set day and set time. So you want to make sure that you have at least 2 to 3 days to film that video before it needs to go live on YouTube. So planning your weeks is really, really important to make sure that you've got enough time to film the video, to make sure that you're consistent when you upload each video, and always film ahead if you can so that you've at least got one video 2 to 3 days ahead of schedule for uploading that on the correct day. So make sure you plan out your weeks and months so that you know exactly what you're going to do and there's no reason for you to not upload that next video on time because you've already got it planned out. You want to make sure that you've got goals planned and you've got realistic goals planned. Where do you want to see yourself in 1 year, in 5 years, in 10 years? At the very least, I want you to have a goal set for 1 year to see where you want to be in that 1 year with your YouTube channel. Now here's the thing, guys. Make sure that it's realistic. Don't say in 1 year, I want to have 100,000 subscribers, because if you don't reach that goal, you're going to be disappointed, and if you're not on track to that goal, you're more than likely going to give up. So make sure you set realistic goals. For example, you might want to say in 1 year, I want my qualities of my videos to have improved. I want my videos to be very informative, really high quality, and the content adds value to my viewers, and those small amount of people that may be watching my videos really find it helpful. That's a much better and more realistic goal than saying I want 100,000 subscribers, I want to be earning millions of dollars in my first year. Make sure that it's realistic, make sure it's a goal that you can actually achieve, and that's going to make you want to keep going and keep moving forward because you're reaching those goals and you're seeing improvement. If the goal set is too high and you don't reach it, you're just going to be disappointed and more than likely you want to give up. And the last thing that I want to talk about is you need to get out of your own way. What do I mean by this is make sure that your mindset is set correctly. Make sure that you're starting YouTube for the right reasons. If you're doing it for the money, you're probably not going to keep doing it because you're not going to see the results, because YouTube is something that takes time. It can take 1 to 2 years even to get just your first 1,000 subscribers. So make sure that you realize that it is a long-term goal. It's a marathon, not a sprint. And you need to make sure that your mind is set up in the correct way for success. So make sure that your goals are set correctly. Make sure that you have little milestones that you can achieve so that you can feel proud of those achievements, and it's going to make you to keep going because you're seeing improvement and you know you can get to that next level. So make sure your goals are set correctly, but more importantly, make sure that you get out of your own way. Do not be so negative on yourself and do not compare yourself to other YouTubers, because that's the worst thing that you can do. Everybody is different, everybody has a different path, and you just need to focus on yourself. And the main thing here is make sure you're always improving, always bettering yourself, and that's something you can be proud of, and that's something that can motivate you to keep moving forward. So that's the best advice that I can give you. Make sure that you stay out of your own way. Make sure that your mind is set to know what you need to do in order to reach that goal. And I truly believe that you can have a successful YouTube channel by following these simple goals. So guys, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Let me know in the comment section down below if there's other videos you'd like to see. And let me know, if you haven't already, if you have started a YouTube channel or you're wanting to start a YouTube channel, let me know what might be stopping you, or if you have started, any hurdles that have stopped you from improving. I'd love to hear you guys' thoughts. And if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe for more videos just like this of how to build a brand, business, and impact online through social media marketing. Thank you guys so much for watching, and don't forget to check out my other videos at the end of this video. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Peace out.